Today I'm painting this picture of Michael C. Hall appearing as Dexter, which I wanted to include for a short joke in my most recent long-form video about making 3D shading more colourful. In all of my long-form videos I try to include a few painted elements like my hand or the side of my face, since I think it's fun to make them and they add a bit of visual interest to the video. This picture only appears for a few seconds in the new video, so arguably it would have been fine to just use the picture itself. However, this piece is actually fairly similar to other paintings which I make outside of making long-form videos, like this painting of Maximus from Fallout which I made recently. This meant that I was interested in creating this piece as a normal study as well as for the video. I ended up having quite a lot of difficulty getting this painting to look right, and even the finished version doesn't quite feel completely there. This could be for a few reasons, with the main one being that this facial expression isn't something I've ever tried to paint before, so I don't really have any experience with what details make this sort of fearful bewilderment feel correct. I also realised that I made some mistakes with the proportions of the face early on when painting this piece, which made it much harder to make the final piece look similar to Michael C. Hall. I ended up spending a lot more time than I expected on painting this piece. Certainly longer than I would usually spend for a throwaway few-second video element. However, I find it quite interesting when I identify something that I struggle to paint, since it's a good opportunity to investigate weak spots in your own ability and to practice something which you may not have even realised you needed to practice. Because of this, I stuck with this painting for a while, and eventually got it to a point where I was happy enough with how it looked. Go see if you can find where this painting appears in the video. Do you think it was worth the effort?